Last night I dreamt of Cleon the Butcher, and of his final farewell to his wife. The dream seemed so vivid, so real, yet it could not be, for the butcher died almost 200 years ago. Is this a coincidence, or the fates conspiring against me? Perhaps Kashan the book dealer can shed some light on the subject. What time is it? It's about to close, so after we finish blurring, we will sleep for 12 hours. 12 hours is being slept. It's about to be Metis. Metis. We've been dealing with the Tears of the Fiend for almost a Tamrielic week now. Because I believe we started on Freitas. And off to go see Kashan. Kashan.
You look like so.
Yeah. I look like I'm comfortable in heavy armor because I happen to be wearing heavy armor right now. Oh, I can take you. You're just beating up the German guy. Haha. And now it's raining. Rainy days in Coral. Why are the guards just kind of lined up here? That's weird. Off to find Renoir's books again. I can't jump over this wall. I should be able to jump over this wall, but I'm not yet. Alright. In we go. Alright. And your face.
Need something?
You look like some sort of
I
weird
have
jerk.
tell that you have been seeking me. My name is Kashan, and I deal exclusively in rare and specialist books. What can I do for you?
You can... the book. Did you sell this Phintius stuff? Give me the rest of it.
What book would that be?
This one I'm right here
yes.
that I'm showing you.
New, I recall. The Butcher of Armandale. Yes, you are correct. I did indeed sell that book to Phintius. What of it?
Give me the pages.
Yes. It would seem that there are. I sold it to Phintius in that state, under the agreement that he would not pursue the missing pages.
Why
I
not?
had thought that he would keep it for his collection, but it would seem that he was as eager to be rid of it as I was.
For good
I
reason.
presume that you are seeking the missing pages from the book, but I am afraid that I can tell you nothing of that.
You should. Money.
100 gold? Very well then. I will tell you everything.
Money.
When I acquired the book from a renegade, who found it in a certain dungeon, there were already pages missing. Yet, the book captivated me. I read it through within hours, and began searching desperately for the missing pages. Yet I found that the book was cursed. When I slept, the words on the pages sprang to life. And I found myself reliving the experience of Cleon. The blood, the terror, the evil I witnessed. It had frightened me in a way that I have never been frightened before. I became scared of the book. I became desperate to sell it, and so I found Phintius, who purchased it from me without a moment's hesitation.
Yay.
Yet I found that I could not sell him the entire book, for fear of what its words may do to him. Hence I mutilated it, and tore out several pages.
Vandalize.
I have kept the pages with me at all times since then. I am terrified of their words, but I find myself unable to throw them away.
Give them to me.
If that is what you wish, then it shall be done. But I warn you, you will not like where this story takes you.
I'm sure I will.
You will become enraptured by it, and terrified by it. You will come to dread the dreams it invokes, yet you will find yourself unable to look away.
Yeah.
It will be your undoing, but better it be your undoing than mine. Here are the pages. You will want to know where to find the bandit that sold me the book, yes?
Uh-huh.
Well, last I heard he was in Bruma, handling some business transactions there. His name is Shan, and I would guess you can find him in the tavern. Now begone, and do not speak to me again.
Okay. Very well. Where is he going? Mouse. Mouse. Come on. It's so annoying. Okay, let's read. In the rain. Get the pages wet. Okay, let's see. Looking for missing pages. Whatever else one can say about Cleon, his prowess as a tactician and a leader of men was unparalleled, and even the might of the city of Armandale soon fell to the hordes of soldiers beneath his command. Clouds of arrows fell from the sky, and the once pristine cobblestone streets ran thick with the blood of the innocent. The final battle that would forever claim Cleon's soul had begun, and with it, so too had the untold suffering that was to follow. They surged up and over the walls of Armandale, quickly overcoming the guards that fought vainly to defend the city. They poured down into the streets, slaughtering anyone they came across and setting fire to each and every building they passed by. Within minutes, the entire city was ablaze, with great columns of acrid, oily smoke rising high into the sky, and carrying with it the sickly smell of rotting flesh. The attackers made their way to the fortress in which the Lord of Armandale had barricaded himself with the remaining guards, and with Cleon in the lead, they stormed into the great stone structure. Upon arriving at the throne room, Cleon found only 3 loyal guards, 4 brave attendants, and the Lord himself, all drenched with the fetid smell of sweat and fear. Bravely the Lord denounced Cleon, even as his soldiers hacked the guards to pieces, and turned upon the female attendants. "Why are you doing this?" the Lord asked, standing tall even as the malevolent he likes that word. He really likes that word. General bore down upon him. "The city has fallen, and you have won. Why do you need to slaughter everyone?" Cleon smiled wickedly, his face and clothing stained with blood. "I have learned from experience the foolishness of leaving one's enemies to live in a brief fit of compassion. And all those who are not on my side are my enemies. Need I say any more, my lord?" Tears flowed freely from his eyes. The Lord of Armandale denounced Cleon for the final time and gave him the name that would soon precede him everywhere he went. The soldiers, perhaps, but I can see the need to end my own life. But the women and the children, you fiend! You butcher! The Lord quickly fell silent as Cleon the Butcher of Armandale advanced upon him and promptly ran him through. Let's go sleep again, see if we get another dream. Dreams of doom before we travel to Bruma. Maybe the weather will clear up.
Have pity, beautiful lady.
I will have pity on you when I join the Thieves Guild, okay? For now, I need to sleep.
Greetings and salutations. How are you?
Bed. Oh man, that bed's owned.
Hello.
Well then, have you ever bought
So
a
many
horse
talking
from
people. Okay. We have arrived in silence. And we continue onward to find a bed to sleep in. Sleep in the bed.
Oh, hello.
Hello. I'm going to sleep. See if I get another dream. Yep, here we go. You'll become enraptured by it and terrified by it. You will come to dread the dreams of the books that you will find yourself unable to turn away. Here we are in dream
Whatever
world
else
again.
one can say about Cleon, his prowess as a tactician and a leader of men was unparalleled, and even the might of the city of Armandale soon fell to the hordes of soldiers beneath his command. Clouds of arrows fell from the sky, and the once pristine cobblestone streets ran thick with the blood of the innocent. The final battle that would forever claim Cleon's soul had begun, and with it, so too had the untold suffering that was to follow.
I heard that click. Lord quickly fell silent. Cleon the Butcher of Armadale advanced on him and promptly ran him through.
The screams are getting closer. They'll be here soon. Soon we too shall be dead like the rest of the populace of Armindale, cut apart by a madman hell-bent on a massacre.
Someone's being attacked!
I hope there's a psychopath on the loose. I hope you know your
Isn't this a lovely scene?
I hope you know.
People are dying. And he's just standing there, just like, yeah, whatever.
I hope you know what you're doing. I've seen a good look.
And here he comes.
Why are you doing this? The city has fallen. You have won. Why do you need to slaughter everyone?
I have learned from experience the foolishness of leaving one's enemies to live in a brief fit of compassion. And all those who are not on my side are my enemies. Need I say more?
The soldiers, perhaps, and I can see the need to end my own life. But the women and the children, you fiend, you butcher!
Butcher! And he's dead. And then Cleon comes to me feeling guilty. Once again, I dreamt of Cleon the Butcher, this visitation seemingly more vivid and more disturbing than the last. I witnessed the fall of the city of Armindale, where Cleon slaughtered townspeople and the lord in charge of the city. I can only begin to imagine stuff. Because stuff happens and vision's still blurry. But now it's time to travel to Bruma. And find the bandit guy person. I want a sniper scythe. I want a high velocity sniper scythe.
How are you?
Fantastic.
And let's go. Okay, now map. Off to Bruma. Off to Bruma. Yeah, let's just go Castle Bruma. Castle Bruma. Quick, fast travel. Fast travel. Traveling swiftly. Very convenient thing to do. And it is snowing.
Let's hear it.
Let me see. He's supposed to be in this inn, I believe. In we go. I like this inn better than the other one.
Greetings, Lord.
You notice a shady looking character making a run towards the door.
What happened to Kvatch?
Except that he's not.
Stop touching me!
What?
No. They were taken by surprise.
That was wow. I've never seen that happen before. What? That was weird. That was really freaking weird. Hang on, let me see. I probably interrupted that thing that he was gonna say, but I went to healing spell. I went to good healing spell. Yeah. He was just gonna say I am become Death Destroyer Worlds. That's all he was gonna say. Die, Shan. Shan the bandit. Shan the man. Not to be mistaken with Dan the Man. Dan the Man is much cuter than Shan here. Sorry, guard.
Just warming up, you pathetic worm!
That's funny. Kill fellow bandits! Alright, Shan the bandit. Shan the bandit. Give me the missing pages. I have taken the final set of missing pages from the dead fingers of the bandit Shan. This means that I now hold complete book of Butcher of Armandale, and I can only wait until the next dream takes me before I wait. I can only wait until the next dream takes me before I can find some clues as to the final resting place of Cleon. But first I want to see this.
Day, I'm Tolgan.
I don't care. Go away.
Countess my lady.
I don't care a thing about what you have to say.
Safe journey, my lady. What you've got.
Who do you think's gonna win, Alicia? Nah, I disagree. I think the other guy's gonna win. Just gonna take this. Ah! 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 There we go. Bringing off the screen again. Okay. Why does he have fishing waders? That's just weird. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna take this.
Body's still warm. Looks like there's a killer about.
Like you? I'm gonna take that too.
Hello.
Okay, let me see. Let's see. Mage's Guild. Because I have not finished the whole Mage's Guild thing, so this place is still functioning. There are people still here and still alive. Hooray. Okay, let me see. Pages. Missing pages 2. For most heroes and villains, the passing to the afterlife occurs with a great deal of fanfare. Sometimes cheering, sometimes mourning. But always there are those who will attempt to honor the dead in one form or another. Yet when Cleon the Butcher finally fell at the hands of an unknown assassin, no tears were shed for no one, save a select few, ever knew what had happened. The rest of Tamriel simply assumed that the tormented man had vanished into the wilderness, haunted by the specters of the dead, and forever stained with the blood of the innocent. Yet the truth of what happened to the Butcher of Armandale and to his battered body is far more dire indeed. As it came to pass, the priests of the era were aware of the void in which the godless mortals drifted when they died, and they feared that a necromancer with a certain level of skill might very well resurrect Cleon. They could not abide the thought of the Butcher roaming the lands once more, and so the holy servants of the church stole away his body and buried it in a place where no one would ever think to look. Their desire to keep this burial place a secret was so strong that all those who knew of the location killed themselves soon afterward in order to make it vanish from the pages of history. Thus, General Cleon, the Butcher of Armandale, departed from the world of the living and entered the great blackness of the void with only a select few ever knowing that he had died. and even fewer knowing where he was buried. For all the intents and purposes, he was stricken from the knowledge of men and beasts, and left to rot in a nameless tomb for all eternity, where he could harm no one ever again. Hooray! Let's sleep. Let's sleep. This is not a room we can sleep in. Here we go. There we go. La da 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 da. Dreaming.
For most heroes and villains, the passing into the afterlife occurs with a great deal of fanfare, sometimes cheering, sometimes mourning, but always there are those who will attempt to honor the dead in one form or another. Yet when Cleon the Butcher finally fell at the hands of an unknown assassin, no tears were shed, for no one, save for a select few, ever knew what had happened. The rest of Tamriel simply assumed that the tormented man had vanished into the wilderness, haunted by the spectres of the dead, and forever stained with the blood of the innocent. Yet the truth of what happened to the Butcher of Armandale and to his battered body is far more dire indeed.
It is done. Cleon the Butcher has been properly entombed, and will never be discovered down here.
It seems strange that so great a man should vanish from history in such a way. Yes, he was a malevolent fiend, but he was still a great man. Surely he deserves more than this.
Can you imagine the nightmare Tamriel would face if a necromancer came along and accidentally resurrected him?
Accidentally?
No, my friend. Cleon will eternally rest in peace here. His slumber in the next life will not be disturbed, and Tamriel will not have to endure his bloodthirsty nature ever again.
Perhaps you were right. Come, let us depart from this place, and when we are certain that the tomb is properly sealed, we will end this once and for all, leaving only the blacksmith to know of the entrance to this place, and even he knows not what it is that he guards.
Blacksmith.